everyone, Nancy here at Coastal Skincare, your video magazine, and welcome to my Wednesday podcast. Today, I am going to be talking about a scary movie. It's a very old movie from 1932. It's the original The Mummy movie, which is totally cool, totally scary. One of the scariest movies I've ever seen, in fact. It is currently available on Amazon Prime, which is where I watched it. And I do have a link below. If you're not part of Amazon, please, I have a referral there. We both benefit from that. So let me continue. The Mummy is now, Imhotep was his ancient name, is now completely reincarnated as a man named Ardith Bey. And he is living among the Egyptians of 1931 and acting fairly normal. He's not doing anything too abnormal. He keeps to himself. But he finds these two men who come to Cairo, and he approaches them and tells them that he knows that they're interested in ancient artifacts and that he knows where to find the grave of this ancient princess Anck-su-namun. Well, they all go to the grave, and of course they dig and they find her body. And well, the daughter, okay, of one of the men just so happens to be the reincarnation of Anck-su-namun. And even though this is 3,000 years later, Ardith Bey knows that this is her, okay? And he's trying to get to her, and he wants to reincarnate Anck-su-namun fully, which would mean that the daughter has to die. It goes on from there, and the story moves forward. There are some very frightening parts, and there's one part in particular I just want to tell you about, and you'll know it. You'll know it when you hear it. The violence is different. The violence is not so much seen, but it's heard. You do see that Ardith Bey can kill people when he wants to. It's more like he's killing with his mind. He doesn't touch anyone. He wills them to die. He basically puts a spell on them, and they die. Okay, or they come close to dying. One man does not die. He ends up surviving. But there are others who die. There's one point where the daughter, who is the Anck-su-namun reincarnation, she is compelled to go and see Ardith Bey. And probably a part of her was frightened of him because she brought her dog, this beautiful German Shepherd dog, with her. When they go in, Ardith Bey lives in sort of like a museum, his house, you know, it's sort of like that. He's got a lot of these ancient idols, these huge statues of idols, gods of the day. And there's this big white cat, and the cat is quite mean. And the dog is terrified to go in. Ardith Bey tells her, "Let my servant take the dog. He'll take care of him." She does. Well, a little while later, she's talking to, Ardith Bey, and you hear this dog screaming. I mean, screaming in agony. The dog is killed. Okay, clearly the cat is part of this ancient evil god. The cat attacks the dog, okay, and kills the dog. You know this later. You don't see any of it, thankfully, but you hear about it. I think that was a horrible part. However, the movie is totally frightening. Totally frightening. From the black and white filming, which in and of itself I think is a little scary, to the fact that there are parts in the movie where there's no noise, no sound, it's completely quiet, is really, I mean, it's compelling. You automatically look at the screen because it's not like nowadays where we've got everything loud and sound effects and all these things going on. When there's no more sound, when the sound stops, you turn and look at that screen and you're going to watch what's going on. It's very well made, very well done, surprisingly excellent, even by modern terms. 1932, Boris Karloff. It's on Amazon Prime. I highly recommend it. I give it 2 thumbs up. And I hope that in the spirit of Halloween, which is coming up next week, maybe you take some time and you watch it. Scary movies are out there, you know, in en masse pretty much right now. And I hope that everyone who listens here has a wonderful, wonderful day. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to build this video magazine, and I'm getting a lot of excellent response. And thank you so much.